You know, some of you aren't hungry like the wolf, and it fucking shows. I'm not going to point anybody out, but Frozen.
Huh?
What? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Daywave. It is a Monday show. I am red, as you can see, because I was at the beach. Look how dark I am. Look how dark I am. Look how dark I am. I got a bunch of sun this week, and it was my first real outing to the beach. And I am going to look. This isn't my darkest. You person to see me darker, but this is pretty dark. And I'll tell you, the Afro-Cubaning has begun. Where I go from being a white Cuban to an Afro-Cuban. You will see the transformation in the coming weeks, as it is officially beach season here. Now that the spring breakers are fucking gone.
And then you'll shred your skin and be all.
And then I shed and then I turn white again, and we start the process over again. And then yes, I can't wait till lizard snowing season starts. When the lizards,
no,
yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah. Well, hi Frozen. Thank you for joining us.
Hi. I'm always here.
With his Peking Blinders hat, and JJ. Hi, JJ.
Hi.
And look who we have. I mean, look, you guys know, even if you're new around here, you know Hammy because he's been part of probably some of the most epic Revenge of the Sith moments that have ever happened. Honestly, if we're being honest. Hammy's here. Chris Hamill's here.
Contributed so little to the growth of the show, but also contributed to the biggest moments. And you are so hot, you might as well be walking on the sun.
Don't smash my.
Truly is hippo juice again, huh?
I've known Hammy for like a billion years. If you enjoy the podcast versions of the show, you have Hammy to thank. I am still currently using the infrastructure that he set up. I don't know how many years ago.
Because it was so perfectly made, you might as well just still use it.
No, it is true. It still works great, so I've still been using it. If you've been enjoying the podcast, if you have been having issues with it, directly message him. He's the issue if there's problems, because obviously he'll take the credit and he's going to take the blame. Hammy's blown up, man. Hammy's doing this channel. Well, what do you do on your channel? I mean, how do you describe it?
If you YouTube search Chris Hamill photo, you will find my channel. I do mostly POV content, meaning I strap a GoPro to my forehead and I just do POV content of my work as a live sound tech and porn as well. But that's that's for YouTube Shorts.
That's for your OnlyFans. How do they find it? What do they search to find it?
Sergeant69 is my OnlyFans name.
Okay, Sergeant 69. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got this. I have no. Oh my God! Let's see.
Oh God!
I just Googled what Hammy told me to, so now we're gonna play it. Hammy, this is a weird channel, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Where are you in this video somewhere? Jet skiing, maybe?
I'm riding a jet ski.
Oh,
I lost enough weight. I'm riding jet ski
back there. Come on now.
I mean, the green screen.
Oh, this is so great. I can't. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Hold on. This is Party Boy 69.
Hey. Once again, I contribute nothing but a shitty line.
This is so stupid. Oh, fuck. How do they find your channel, Harry?
No, for real. If you just search Chris Hamill photo on YouTube, you'll find it. And a lot of my content is mostly my work as a sound technician at a music venue. So I just strap a GoPro to my head and I just do live mixes of it. And then that's mainly my content.
Bro, some of your videos have like blown up. Like I was looking at here. Let me take Party Boy down here. I was but Party Boy's not going. We'll go back to Party Boy. Don't worry.
Party's leaving.
Popular here video, dude. 100,000 views.
Oh, wait, you reached 100,000? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Yeah. So the video basically is me, like it's a POV with me not even talking.
That's so cool.
Is just getting the music venue ready, and I have to put like royalty-free music behind that.
Obviously.
So, but I'm testing the PA to Jack of Speed by Steely Dan. That's the song I'm using to test my PA. But that video is literally like this every step of process of me getting the music venue ready for a sound check. And I thought that was going to be a throwaway video. And no, it clearly wasn't. And like 2 days later, the algorithm just took over. And I'm like, okay, people want to see this. Okay, I'll provide.
Here, Hammy, I just liked it for you.
Oh,
as you can see, I'm already subscribed because I support my friends. And there's the link, guys, so you can subscribe to this channel. He's actually really cool. You're a fucking nerd. Hammy's a fucking nerd. But anytime that comes to video or audio stuff, bro, that fucking when he came and visited and you brought that drone, that shit is fucking awesome.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of people love using the drones, but like it's amazing how people are so fascinated by it. And like by day, I'm doing real estate, so that's like don't think that I'm just rolling in YouTube money. Not yet, at least. I'm doing real estate for a day job, and like there are people who are either totally fine with it, or some people approach me. Like one guy even approached me with like a bat in his hand because he thinks I'm with the government spying on him. So people either really love the drones or they can't stand them. So it's always fun
to have footage of that.
Oh well, now I will because I have the GoPro that I use with me for insurance purposes.
Yeah,
But like
that.
so like it was the whole story with that was like I was flying my drone over a property, just doing some photos and video for it. This guy comes out and he's like, "Can I help you?" And of course I'm like, I'm legally doing this, so I'm like, I don't know, can you help me? And I just give him the most vague, like passive aggressive answers. He's like, "Why are you flying a drone?" I'm like, it's my job. Well, what's your job? To take pictures. And then I pissed him off so much he eventually came back out with a bat, and the police came. So I showed him my drone lights. So I'm like, look, I'm legally like flying this drone here. I'm taking pictures of this property. And the cop looked at the guys like, why the fuck did you just call me out here? And the guy just went right back in the house screaming and like pissed off. I'm like, so just like I'm really good at pissing people off with doing this. So I just like doing it now at this point. Because fuck you.
Hammy's really good at pissing people off. That's why. Here you go, Hammy. I got you.
Yeah.
This is the music.
Party Boy 69.
This is the music. You should play Party Boy 69 music while you do it. That's just this while you're doing this. Here, watch. I'll do it. I got you.
I love it.
There you go. See, this is the music. There you go. Boom. It just made your videos better. Yeah, Party Boy 69.
Party Boy.
Let's go.
Yeah. Fantastic.
I wonder why why this took off. You think it's other people that are maybe doing your same job that are kind of trying to see how it works?
The way I thought about this was like, I want to still I wanted to do YouTube. So I'm like, okay, it's going to come down to personality, which I mean, I'm full of personality, as we all know.
Yeah, no, you're fucking Mr. Charisma is what I call you.
Captain Charisma. I'm stealing that from Christian. He got that from me, by the way. Christian Cage got that from me. But I wanted to do something with like some sort of POV. So like day in the life of like real estate photography and doing that. But I see real estate photographers on YouTube and they have like maybe 2,000 subs tops. So I'm like, well, fuck that. I'm not going to do that. And then I'm like, okay, well, I obviously like, car hobbyists. I like going to car shows and just taking pictures of that. So why don't I do that? And then a lot of car YouTubers do exactly the same thing. So I'm like, oh shit. Well, I'm going to get lost in the crowd there. And then I saw like, well, I'm a sound technician at a music venue, but I'm not working on like multi-million-dollar setups and doing big stadiums, which is what all is everyone on YouTube, because everyone loves gear porn and love looking at like high expensive gear. No one does YouTube for small music venues. And I'm like, well, there's my niche right there. And
don't misspell gear porn and put bear porn because it's completely different kind of porn. It's still interesting and there's a lot of POV stuff, but it's not the kind that you think is
right.
We have a question from the chat for Hammy.
Sure.
Goofy Boots, can I get paid for using my drone with a real estate agency?
Yes, you can.
You can, yeah. Go find one.
107. You have to take a Part 107 FAA test, which is literally you have to learn how pilots communicate with airports, and it's far more complicated than you think. You have to learn weather patterns and like literally look at a bunch of gibberish and translate what weather patterns that is. If you could do that and read navigation charts, you can get a license
to fly a fucking drone. That seems like a lot
to make money. No. You can buy a drone, and if it's above 250 grams, you have to register it with the FAA, which is like $5. If it's below 250 grams, you don't have to register it. You could use it as like it's literally classified as a toy at that point. So if you want to make money legally doing it, sorry, you have to take the Part 107 test and get licensed with the FAA, and then you can legally make money because the FAA will find you. They will contact you if they post on social media. I've gotten messages from FAA agents saying, what was your elevation when you were flying and taking this picture? And especially if I take pictures of state parks, you can't legally fly in state parks. You have to take off state park property to fly into state parks. That's the legal loophole with it. And then they asked me a bunch of questions about it, and they want pictures of my license, and I get direct messages from like FAA government email addresses. So like they watch social media, So
Well, there's also more
they-
money in it than just real estate because I know my uncle has the same thing you're talking about, and he literally gets paid by a company to go up to the top of the little cell towers and take pictures of the lights so they know if they need to replace them or not. And he's cranking out like $2,000 every time he does it.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
amazing.
insane.
Like drone work, like it's such an easy thing to learn how to do. I mean, if you've ever played with like remote control cars or remote control helicopters as a kid, you can fly drones. They're very easy, and they have enough tech in them where you won't crash unless you deliberately like want to crash it. It's fantastic. I love flying drones, but you can make so much money with that. And yeah, if you want to do it, you have to get the license. So that's a big gotcha. And I think it's like $200 to take the test at your local airport. So that's it. Hopefully, I answered your question.
Yeah, Hammy. I mean, you're so fucking autistic. It's impossible for you not to answer a question. I ask Hammy, hey man, how you been? Well, actually, the dew point is 69% today, and the pollen count is like that. So I would say out of a scale of 1 to 5, I would say.
When I think the first time I pulled out the drone, like when I took off,
God, yeah,
whatever. Marie asked me one question about the drone, and I went on for like 20 minutes, and I saw her. She finally gave me the "Hey, you're saying too much" face. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's when I stopped. Like I went into full on Spock mode, and I just couldn't shut the fuck up about that.
Goofy's response: "Sweet, I have a Mini 2, less than 250 grams."
Yeah, you don't have to register it. Fly away. You just can't fly above 400 feet. Where you take off from. Otherwise, the FAA will contact you. And also, that drone is a weak drone. If you fly above 400 feet, most likely to get blown away wherever the wind takes it. So just be careful with it. And don't fly in New York City or any big cities because you'll ruin it for everyone else. Because there are YouTube montages you can look up of people flying drones in Times Square, crashing into buildings. And while it's really, really funny to watch, that's the reason why drones are banned in every major city. And you can thank Casey Neistat for that.
That's the same reason Puerto Ricans are banned in Orlando. Did you know that?
Well, they're still coming from New York anyway.
Well, you don't think I know? I live in Florida. I am Cuban. Keep this in mind. It's funny. Oh, you're fucking racist. I am, but not because of that. Let me explain this. Hey, Puerto Ricans, fucking leave. You cannot drive anywhere with, not Puerto Ricans specific. Let me clear this. New Yorkers, fucking leave. Because every time they drive here, they cut across 53 lanes, and they all look like Rosie Perez and fucking smell like mofongo. I'm so fucking sick of him.
Well, you can at least thank that at least Luis J. Gomez won't be joining you in Orlando because he seems to be really happy with New York. So at least that's one Puerto Rican that won't be joining you in Florida.
Yankee Puerto Ricans go home. That works, right? If they're north, they're in New York. Yeah, New Yorkers. Yankee Puerto Ricans go home. No, I went to drive to the beach this weekend. I mean, and it's like, fucking leave. I was born here.
It's all tourists at this point, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, but I mean,
like reggaeton.
You think that Florida beaches are your ally? I was born in them. You guys have no idea. You haven't earned being called Florida people yet. Look at this. Look at this sunburn. Look at this. That's earning it.
I didn't see a Publix until I was already a man.
Thank you. Eating Wegman subs like a fucking loser.
Hey, and before you people wrap me up in this,
wow, you people.
I just visit. Yes, you people. I live in New Jersey, which is worse, but I don't live in Florida.
Yeah, well, look, I'm saying all I'm saying is if you come here, don't be New York. Don't be from New York.
See, Hammy, you guys send your Puerto.
There was.
I know.
You guys send your Puerto Ricans. We send our French Canadians.
That's well, do me a favor. Can you defend nothing?
So, okay. Yeah, we'll welcome that.
All I'm saying is that some of you guys fucking come to Florida and think that everything's... Look, Disney's an amusement park. I-4 isn't. So fucking stop treating it like it is. You drive anywhere, and it's just a bunch of people cutting everybody off, and there's 50 accidents, and somebody died the other day. When somebody dies on the highway because they have to close down the highway? And it was a New York plate. Fucking killed a Floridian. You're murdering our people. That's an act of war for some people. That's an act of war. If we're gonna go to war with Mexico because they keep fucking bringing fentanyl in here, I'm going to war with New Yorkers. This is an act of war. This is an active war zone. Do not come here.
So, how does Mersh kind of, deal with all of this because he's
been assimilated at this point.
He's New York blood, but he's Floridian and
he's been good.
He's treated like a mudblood, from Harry
Yeah,
Potter.
he's like, when Sammy Davis Jr. converted to Judaism, like technically he's Jewish, but they never accepted him. That's how Merce is. Technically he's a Floridian. I don't know if he'll ever be accepted as a pureblood.
I don't know. He's one pickup truck and Confederate flag sticker away from being a natural Floridian, but he'll get there eventually.
I mean, Mershak's
when he inevitably crashes his Cadillac.
Mershak's more like a black Floridian, if we're being honest. All right, let me close one of these fucking.
Let's also be honest because there's a lot of curbs around here. So.
Can we get rid? By YouTube? We're going straight to Rome.